Although self-improvement is amazing, it's one of the greatest things I've ever started, and it's brought me to a life that I've always dreamed of, where I have a beautiful feminine girlfriend who loves me, who supports me with all of her heart, and I love her. Where I have a really good physique, where people respect me, where people follow me. I've always wanted this life, and now I have it, right? But the sad part is, I feel like I haven't worked hard enough. I feel like I'm lonely sometimes. Self-improvement is a lonely journey if you do it right. If you cut off all those bad toxic habits, if you cut off all those bad toxic friends who still do those habits, you're alone. And it's hard. But it's what we all have to go through. On self-improvement, it's a lonely, hard journey. When I first started self-improvement, or when it started taking seriously around January, I started talking to my crush that I had at the time. I started talking to my friends because I was trying to focus on myself. I was focusing only on myself and my personal growth. Once I started seeing growth, I wanted to help them, so I tried. I tried telling them, oh, stop playing video games. Oh, stop jerking off. Oh, stop doing this, stop doing that. And they started to resent me. They started to talk about me badly behind my back. So I was like, they're not gonna help me grow. So why am I gonna still talk to them? So I left that whole friend group, and I was alone for a while. Like, I started hanging out with another friend group, but even to this day, we're still not like close friends. So it's like, I'm kind of alone, except for my girlfriend. Self-improvement is a lonely journey, but that's why it's worth it, because a lot of people aren't on it. If everyone was on self-improvement wouldn't be a thing. If everyone was doing the good habits, everyone would be successful. But the reason why everyone is not successful is because barely anyone is doing the good habits now. Barely any teenager is meditating. Barely any teenager is journaling. Barely any teenager is learning, reading books about meditation, reading books about discipline, willpower. Barely any teenagers are doing the things that we are doing. Barely any of them are doing that. And that's why we will succeed, because the moment we stop being like everyone else and we start becoming quote unquote weird by doing the good habits, watch in 5-10 years, we're going to be more successful than those people who said anything. Self-improvement should be hard, but that's why it's worth it. It's a lonely journey. But another point I've always wanted to talk about on this channel was, I've been on self-improvement for a year. I've been disciplined. I've been improving myself for a year. I've been trying to incorporate more good habits into my day, right? My morning routine is wake up, make my bed, take a cold shower, hygiene, aka like brush my teeth, comb my hair, etc., meditate, and try to do at least some deep work. Or maybe read. But the problem is, after a while, these just become my normal day habits. These become my normal. And it's not hard to get into meditation anymore. It's not hard to step into even though it is hard, it's not as hard to step into the cold shower. It's not interesting, it's not new anymore, so it's kind of mundane. It's my normal morning routine that I do every single day. And maybe to a normal person, to a common person, they're like, oh my god, this is like the most productive morning routine in the world. Oh, you don't go on your phone in the first 5 seconds of waking up? What do you do? What? You're crazy. It's not crazy to me anymore. It's normal. Going to the gym is no longer hard. It's just a normal thing that I do every single day. Recording videos isn't hard. It's a normal thing I do almost every single day. Reading isn't hard. It's a thing I do every single day. These good habits become my habits. So I become a good person, sure. But there's I lack challenge. And this will happen to you. You probably think, oh my god, no, this is never going to happen to me. Meditation is always going to be the coolest thing in the world. It won't. I'm telling you, it won't. And as a teenager, as soon as these good habits become your habits, you're going to succeed more than 99.999% of teenagers our age. Once we start doing the good habits and they become normal to us, we will succeed more than them. And it won't even be hard. But to my fix for this, try to add in more challenge. I know it's hard, I know it's painful, but that's why we're on self-improvement, isn't it? To develop our mind, develop our body, develop our spirit, develop everything about our life, because that's self-development, that's self-improvement. If we're not improving, then we're gonna lose. That's something I've been trying to work harder on. Like, I've been really mundane. I've been kind of cutting back on the quote-unquote good habits. I'm not doing the good habits, but I'm spending less time in the shower in the morning. I'm spending less time meditating. I'm spending less time recording videos, spending a lot less time reading. Probably because we're really busy with the cabin. It's probably because my family actually needs my help for stuff now. But it is hard. But the one thing about self-improvement is that you can't not leave self-improvement. Once you're on self-improvement and these normal habits become your daily habits, that's it. You're on self-improvement for life. Even if you stop a habit, maybe if you replace a habit for another habit, if you stop going to the gym, you're still on self-improvement if you start going again. Self-improvement is continuous and it's everlasting. That's what I want to key into. Although if you have a lot of bad days, everyone has a lot of bad days. I have a lot of bad days. Most of my days are quote-unquote bad days. If I'm being completely honest, most of them are pretty bad. But they're only bad because I make them bad. The hard days are really hard to get through, but I always remember them. I always remember the cold showers. Even though they're painful, I always remember them because they make me grow. The negative things make you grow. The positive things are what reassures you of that. Go through some hard shit, my brother. Do the hard work and I'll see you later. Like, subscribe, and as always, smell you soon.